Welcome to UK Paranormal Search, and tonight I brought you to the town of Knottingley in West Yorkshire, and tonight I'm investigating alone the very haunted Knottingley Town Hall. Tonight UK Paranormal Search embarks on a 2-hour journey, not only braving the infamous horrors of the M62, but also venturing to investigate the eerie and haunted Knottingley Town Hall. Knottingley, an historic town nestled in the Wakefield district of West Yorkshire, known for its rich heritage, the town is home to notable landmarks, including Knottingley Town Hall. Knottingley is one of the 5 towns that define the eastern region of the Wakefield district. It shares this distinction with Castleford, Featherstone, Pontefract and Normanton. Knottingley developed as an inland port along the River Aire, thriving until the canal sections to Leeds were constructed in the early 18th century. During the Victorian era, the town emerged as a hub for glass production, a tradition that continues today, with glass bottle manufacturing remaining one of its key industries. Knottingley Town Hall, located in the heart of Knottingley, West Yorkshire, is more than just a striking piece of architecture. Built in 1865, this grand structure once served as the headquarters for Knottingley Urban District Council. Knottingley Town Hall is more than just an historic building. It stands as a testament to the ambition and vision of a local businessman who saw the need for a central hub in this thriving town. And the site they chose for this grand building was once home to a monastery, dating all the way back to the 7th century. Some say that the land has a darker, more mysterious past, one that stretches far beyond the town itself. There are whispers that pagan rituals and witchcraft have taken place on these grounds, long before the building was even constructed. Whether it's ancient energy or something summoned by those rituals, many believe that the strange happenings in Knottingley Town Hall might be tied to the land itself, to forces much older than this building. For decades, decisions that shaped the future of this town were made within these very walls. Now, however, Knottingley Town Hall serves as a different purpose. It operates as a community centre, hosting events and gatherings for local people. But despite its current role in the community, whispers of its haunted past have never quite faded. Many believe that the spirits of those who once worked here, perhaps those with unfinished business, still linger in the halls and corridors. From ghostly children heard laughing in the halls to the mysterious figure of a phantom tea lady, Knottingley Town Hall has had its fair share of strange happenings. But that's not all. There are countless stories of glasses shattering all on their own behind the bar, door handles moving as if someone is trying to enter, even when there is nobody there. People have heard the unmistakable sound of keys jangling in the dead of night, echoing through the empty building. With so many reports of strange phenomena, I just had to come and have a look for myself. Tonight I will be alone, exploring every corner of this building, seeing if we can witness these events firsthand. Ghostly children, a phantom tea lady, objects moving by themselves. Could we capture it all on camera? Whatever is haunting this place, it doesn't seem to be shy. Let's see if it's ready to reveal itself tonight. This is the boardroom, the very place where key decisions that shape the future of Knottingley were made. Many important meetings were held around the large table, but it's not just the history of leadership that lingers here. Over the years there have been several chilling reports of the tables moving and vibrating all on their own. Some have even claimed to have seen the chairs shift as if unseen figures were still seated here, debating in silence. Could the restless spirits of those who once sat at these tables still be making their presence known? Or is there something else in this room, something we can't quite see, causing these strange disturbances? Foundations of this cellar were laid centuries ago, remnants of the old monastery that once stood here. Monks had been seen in this very cellar, their ghostly figures wandering, tied to a past long forgotten. The staff even today refuse to come down here alone. There is something unsettling, something dark that holds this place, as if the past is never truly gone. They say the spirits of a World War II airman have been seen wandering this very cellar. On February 6, 1943, a night of tragedy struck Knottingley. Two coaches were travelling from Pontefract, carrying airmen who had just left a dance, unaware of the fate that awaited them. As one coach came off the road, it crashed into the wall of the old vicarage, just outside this very building. The impact was fatal. The cracked wall of the vicarage is still visible today, a silent reminder of the tragedy that took 8 lives that night. 8 souls ripped from this world in a moment of terror. This cellar was designated as a first aid post and mortuary during the war, a place of refuge to tend the wounded, but soon it became something darker. It became a mortuary where the bodies of the airmen from the crash were brought to rest. Are their spirits still here, still waiting, unable to leave this place, lost between the world they knew and the one they may now haunt? This staircase may seem like just another part of the building, but it holds a tragic story. In 2006, Edwin, the beloved caretaker of Knottingley Town Hall, had a terrible accident right here and sadly lost his life. Edwin was known throughout the hall as a kindly character, a man who was always there to help and who forever had a beaming smile on his face. But his tragic death left a mark on this place. People say they still see him all the time. Shadows at the top of the stairs, fleeting glimpses of a man who seems to vanish the moment you look twice. They say Edwin is still watching over the building, continuing his caretaking duties even in death. Whether it's a memory or something more, his presence is felt strongly here, especially at night. Could Edwin still be with us, making sure the hall is looked after, just as he did in life? This is the ballroom, perhaps one of the most haunted spots in Knottingley Town Hall. It's in this very room that many have reported seeing dark shadows moving across the floor, as if something or someone unseen is still here watching. People have also claimed to hear knocking sounds coming from the walls, echoing through this space with no clear source. But it's the stage area right behind me that is said to be the epicentre of paranormal activity. From unexplained footsteps to ghostly figures appearing on the stage itself, this area seems to hold the most intense energy. Is it the spirits of the past performers, or is it something much older, tied to the very foundations of this building? Weird, because I said to Christina tonight when I walked in here and showed me out, I says, it stinks of cigars. And she said, I know. And I don't know if it's the wood or it's some in the carpets, or it's just in the fabric of the building. It just smells. Do you know, like when somebody's been having a cigar and you'll wake up the next morning and you can still smell like stale cigar smoke? That's what it smells like in here. It's really, really strong. So this is like the main, just have to be careful again. This is like the main table up here. A little bit like Ashbourne Town Hall, because they had a boardroom, they had the ballroom. This is exactly the same, but the cellar here to Ashbourne Town Hall is second to none. It's a deluxe cellar down there. That's the main boardroom table, as you can see. It's just bumped into something. You can see that's the main table there. All the names of the people going back from 1895. Knottingley Urban District Council. Look at that, right the way through to what year can we see? 1973. 74 was left blank. Don't know when it closes the council. I'd read all the names out and ask for a response, but there's just too many. Sometimes it's worked in other places. What I might do, I just might read a few out. He seems to be popular. John Garlick, you were here from 1895 all the way to 1902. If you were here, can you knock on the table? John Harper, if you're here, can you knock on the table? William Day, if you're here, can you knock on the table? John Jackson, if you're here, can you knock on the table? Stanley Bagley, Thomas Warfock, George Reynolds, Burton Arnold, moves the table I believe in this room. Could you do that for me tonight? Can you knock on this table like this? Can you knock back? Knock back for me. Move a chair. Come on, make a sound. My name's Phil. I wish you no harm at all. With respect, can you just do something in this room to let us know that you were still around? People believe you were still here. Can you prove that to me tonight, please? If you don't want me in here, if this is a private room where you still privately discuss matters, if you don't want me here, then let me know and I will leave. If there's a certain place where you used to sit, can you please move that chair where you used to sit? Just move it, tap it, knock on it. So that's a quick sweep of everywhere done, apart from the cellar. I'm going to have a quick brew now. Nothing's happened, apart from a couple of knocks, which could be more or less totally anything. I'll say I've felt a little bit apprehensive in times, but I'm absolutely fine. So I'm going to go for a brew, guys, and I'll see you back down in the cellar. Okay, I've had me a cup of coffee. I've had a rest from carrying this massive big camera around. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go down to the cellar alone. This is going to be dark. I think this is going to be quite spooky even for me. But come on, let's go down to the cellar. It's 25 to 1 in the morning. Let's go and give it a shout. Right. I'm going to have to, for safety reasons, let's just put and take my time, because this is ridiculously black. I've got the dictaphone with me, so I'm going to try some EVPs down here. God, this looks absolutely terrifying, because where you can see that black curve thing there, I just can't see anything. I mean, it's like for me going into the abyss. This is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. God. Put it on now. Jesus, this is so dark. Jesus, that made me jump. That door banging behind me. This is just ridiculous. Really is a cracking cellar. Right, I'm going to call out. If there's anybody with me down in this cellar, Any spirit people? Do you know what? I was just thinking, anything happens, that is the only way out for me, is behind me. So if anything happens in this room, I've got to come back this way. Right, let's carry on. So if there's anybody here in this cellar, I'm here now. It's totally pitch black. If you want to walk towards me, then feel free to do it. Make a sound. It's so quiet down here, I will hear you. I can't hear nothing at all down here. It's so dark. It just seems to go on and on more than it did before. I'm just looking now, back of me, I just can't see anything. Literally can't see anything. Come on, now's your chance. If you want me out of here, for whatever reason, don't know why you would. But make a sound, make a noise. See your movement. Jesus, got that pothole or something. All that was, it was like a big... So I have to be careful because as you go in each room there's little steps. I think what we might do is a room there, what we might do is go and sit on this chair. God, look in these rooms, it's so dark when you look in them. It's just like a black hole. I'm going to sit on this chair and look right down to where I came in. That's what I'm going to do. Right, I'm sat in this chair right at the end of the cellar. If you want to come and walk towards me, I'll rattle the door. Make a sound. If you want to make a noise above me, you would hear it if anybody made a noise above. I'm not sure what's above me, it could be the ballroom, not 100%, but you would hear it. Or any movement at all you would hear down here because it is so quiet. I count to 3. Can you do something? 1, 2, 3. Fleet across the rooms into another room, walk across this corridor, in this cellar. Move this chair that I'm sat on, kick it. Touch me. Walk towards me. Rattle the door handle. I'd so wish that you could see what I'm seeing through this camera live, I really do. Like I said before, I'd love to be able to just bring you the pictures that I'm seeing live. And the sound. Not that there's any sound to listen to, but if you heard something down here, anything at all, you would hear it. And it's funny, the more you sit in silence, looking into like an abyss of blackness, the more things sometimes you imagine little noises that are probably not really there, if that makes sense. There's an orange light just come on down the corridor. I haven't seen it before. It's not come on again. That must be natural. There's a little, I don't know why, but there's a little orange light coming on down the corridor. so dark. As I say, this is where in 1943 where the buses crashed outside, the bus crashed and they brought the bodies down here, 6 of them. And when I was doing the B-roll before, I was looking at the damage on the wall, which you can see in the introduction of this video. And that orange light hasn't come on since. So look what it was. He did it like a couple of times. It's just come on again. That must be something natural. We'll check that out when we get back, but I'm sure it's not paranormal. And as I say, it was built on this, like, what do you say, like a monastery area. And monks have been seen in this cellar by other groups. I don't always go off what other groups sense and see in tales, but you just go off what you can, the information that you've got. And World War II men have been seen down here, obviously from the bus crash. I keep saying bus crash. If there is any World War II servicemen from the RAF down here who tragically lost your life in 1943, when the bus lost control outside, you were coming back all happy, and that night ended in tragedy. If for whatever reason you were still down in this cellar, if you wish to come and communicate with me, you're quite welcome. Are you still angry? Are you annoyed? That was my belly. If you are here, could you make a sound? Could you knock on something? I know that you were, anything military that we do, the energy always seems to be a little bit stronger. You're strong people. Can you just give us a sign that you are still here, just to let me know? You don't need to scare me, just let me know, just let me know that you were still in this cellar for whatever reason. Knock on something. This also, apparently, this cellar area, when it was wartime, it was designated as a first aid post as well, designated as, I think it was also designated as a mortuary if they needed it, and it was also designated as an air raid shelter. If Knottingley did get bombed, this building would have been used. Whether many people came down here as an air raid shelter, I honestly don't know, but it was designated for that. I'm just wondering now if it's worth just going back upstairs and putting that World War II siren on. So Amy, if you are watching, you better switch off, because I'm going to put that siren on in a minute, down in this cellar, all alone. So, more bad news. I've come down the cellar, just put my camera down, because I'm going to play that World War II siren, and my torch is completely dead. It's died on me, so whether it's just died because of energy, it's just died because I didn't charge it up, I honestly don't know, but I'm torchless now. I've got a little bit of light on my phone, but now no torch. I just moved from where I was sat in the chair to the right hand side into this room. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try maybe just do a couple of EVPs in here, see if anything happens. Just not use my phone torch for now, just to make so as I can see. But what I want to do first, the reason I brought my phone down was, good job I did, isn't it, is I'm going to play the World War II siren from World War II, the air raid siren, and just see if anything happens. I say we tried this a couple of weeks ago at Creek Tunnels in New Brighton when we did the group investigation, and poor Amy didn't like it at all, and it really affected her the second time round. So I'm going to try that tonight in here, just see if anything happens. So is there anybody down here that heard that siren? If you could relate to that siren, there's any spirit people in this cellar with me now who can relate to that siren from World War II, please make yourself be known. So eerie, really so eerie. I'm looking now with me back towards that entrance behind me. That's the way I have to get out if I have to. It is eerie, honestly it is. It's a spooky place. I think if there was a group of people here, they'd be really spooked in the cellar. We'll have to bring them on just to see how much stuff happens then. So there's any World War II servicemen? Anybody from the war that recognises that siren, please make yourself be known. Let's hear your movements, hear your footsteps. Let's hear you scurry into your posts. It wasn't a test, it was a siren. Come on. Let's hear you move. If you want me to play it again, then tap on something, knock, come and touch me, show yourself in camera behind me, walk past me. This is one of the best cellars, guys, I've ever been in. I know Strelly Hall, when I went there, that cellar was fantastic, but that was totally different. It was more, Strelly Hall cellar was like an old-fashioned cellar. This is like, I don't know what it is, it's like a labyrinth. There's that many weird doors and stuff. It's rooms coming off each other. It's weird. If anything did walk behind me, I'd probably see it because there's a shadow on that, of the chair from my camera on that wall. So if anything did walk past me, I probably would see it along the wall. Can you show yourself in shadow form, please? All the people that passed away in the bus crash. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on a dictaphone and just see if anything happens. Have you just come through the door? If anything else, I'm knackered because I have to get out that way, seriously. Have you just come through the door? Before that happened, I was just about to read the deceased names out of the people that lost their lives in the bus crash. And now I'm not so sure. Come on, this is what this video is about. So let's take this, see what happens. I've got a device now on the table. I'm going to read the names out of the poor servicemen that lost their lives in the bus crash. Herbert Hansen, Dennis Swallen, Albert James, James Tremaine, Norman Ward, Herbert Warman. If you were here and you wish to come and talk to me, there's a device on the table with a little orange light on. You want to come and give me a message through that, then please feel free to do so. If you want to tell me your name, because I heard that door. It's just spooked me up a little bit. I don't know, but there's a draft now right around my legs. It could just be purely psychological. Let's play that back. Never seem to have any luck on any dictaphone messages that I do. And I don't really like just leaving them running, because if you leave something running, you don't know, you leave a building for half an hour, you don't know what's gone on in that half an hour. It could be an owl outside. If I had heard an owl outside now, I'd know it was an owl, but if I left the dictaphone running and there was an owl outside, you'd think that was a scream on the dictaphone, if that makes sense. To get out. And it is eerie, you know, I don't really get spooked, as you know, but I'll be honest, it is a little bit apprehensive down here when you're in the dark and you hear something like that. You then expect something like to walk towards you. I feel fine now, I've gone over it. But again, you know, really nothing's happened at the moment, apart from that door. It sounded like a door. It could be part of the building, I don't know. I haven't been here long enough, but I've not heard that tonight. Since I have been in here, I must admit. I'll just play that siren one more time. In fact, I'm just wondering whether to go up the other end and play it. To do that, we'll go up to the other end of the cellar and play that siren. Right, come on, let's carry on. I think that's the emergency lift shaft there. I said the lifts also supposed to go off by themselves. I say there's more cellars here, it just goes on and on. Like that door. That's what it sounded like. Listen. Well, I didn't hear the creak though, but that's what it is. If it just did that, that's what it sounded like. There's even more rooms in here. It's so dark. There's that room down there, which is very, very narrow. Another room in here. Weird place, weird cellar, really weird cellar. Is that the room we just come out of? Yeah, that's the room, it just goes down in a circle, that bit. Not been in this bit before. So what I've done, I've just come back into the ballroom. It's about 20 to 2 now in the morning. I've come back into the ballroom. What I've done, I've just played the Vera Lynn song. I didn't put it on tape, because obviously because of YouTube copyright and all that sort of stuff. I left the dictaphone running, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it running for a while in here, and then what I'll do, I'll check it when I go home, and if anything's on it, I will put it on in this video. One thing for me to say, well, I can't explain that, such as open the door, or I'd love you to move that cage near the bar again. You're supposed to have done that today. The children have been in here today as well, giving you that energy, that's what people say. So that brings the video to an end here at Knottingley Town Hall. It's about 10 to 3 in the morning. I've been up since 6:30 this morning, so by the time I get home, I've been up more or less 24 hours. I'm a little bit tired now, But it has been a quiet night. It was a little bit creepy down in the cellar area, I must admit. It was quite spooky when I think I played the World War II siren, and that sounded like the door had opened. I've just heard that sound again, just as it just filmed the end of this video. But it's a cellar that I did feel a little bit apprehensive at times. Nothing's happened down there. It could just be an environmental noise that's happened, I don't know. But when it does happen, it does make you feel a little bit creepy. The whole atmosphere just changes. But I've enjoyed the building, I've enjoyed the investigation, and it's a place I'd like to come back to and maybe investigate again, maybe investigate it next time with a few others, just see how maybe if having a few more people, the atmosphere changes and things happen more. I honestly don't know. I do believe that people have had experiences here. And like I say in other videos, just because nothing's happened to me tonight, it doesn't mean to say this place isn't haunted. You know, it could take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 20, 50 trips for you to get some real paranormal activity. There's no reason to disbelieve Christina when she was telling me about the door handle moving. You know, she's not going to make it up. You could see she was telling the truth. And sometimes it is a little bit disheartening sometimes when you keep coming to places and you don't seem to get much activity, and sometimes you do, you think to yourself, is it time to call this a day? You know, I've honestly thought that sometimes. You know, I don't know how long I'll be carrying on doing this, to be honest, but I just like to bring people the truth, you know, the truth of going into a haunted location, the truth of going into a cellar in pitch blackness, and yeah, we survived, we didn't get anything. But you know, that's paranormal investigating. You know, you've got to go back to the ancient Ramins videos where we spent hours and hours of filming there. But for 10 seconds of film on one time, when we saw that shadow, it made it all worthwhile. But those moments are very rare, and when you do get them moments, they last seconds, literally seconds, and that moment's gone. But it's not just her stories, there's loads of stories of this place, loads of things that have happened to different people, but unfortunately for me, nothing has happened. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to head off home now, because it's going to take me about 2 hours to get home. I just need to go and pack the car up and pack everything up. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I think my next video, next trip is heading down to Cornwall. A very, very long trip down there where we continue on with our military theme, where I investigate RAF Davidstow. Thanks for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.